I'm just getting back to my hotel room, not quite long. It's past midnight, and I just want to say congratulations to Paris Saint-Germain. I think they thoroughly deserve to be champions tonight, right? Let's not take that away from them. They totally deserve to be champions. They were the better team. They played better. They were stronger. They were more possessive. They controlled the game. They controlled practically the entire game. I was a little bit disappointed, with the approach that Arsenal came into this game with after scoring that first goal, right? I was disappointed. Sincerely, I will not lie, right? But I expected it because that is how Arteta's mentality is. When you're going into a match and you see yourself as the underdog, you see yourself as the weaker link, you see yourself as the weak team. You're going into a match and your belief system is that, let me just score one goal and defend. That is a bad way to think as a manager, sincerely, right? It's a Champions League final. It's a Champions League final. You either try or you don't try, right? Yes, if Arsenal had won in the penalties, would have celebrated, would have been happy for Arsenal, would have said, yes, Arsenal has won the Champions League, but this should not be the mentality moving forward. This cannot be your mentality moving forward. You cannot have the mentality of, they are better than me, let me sit back, right? I'm a fan of football. I love football. And one reason why I support Arsenal and I support Mikel Arteta is because he plays beautiful football. I believe that Arsenal is a club that plays beautiful football, right? You cannot, this is a Champions League final. You have 24% possession, maybe 23% possession. One of the lowest possession ever in a Champions League final by any team. That's a terrible record to have. That being said, I think the game plan worked up until Mosquera gave away the penalty. And that was a very, very silly penalty to give away, right? You are inside your box. You know that if you slide and you miss and you hit the player, it's a penalty. Why are you sliding? Why did they fall? Why not stay on your feet or charge him or give him like shoulder to shoulder? So the game plan, it would have worked. The defensive plan would have worked. But this is not the kind of approach that I expected from Arsenal coming to this game. It's a one-off game, right? You come in and you give your best. And this was not the best from Arsenal. I know that Arsenal could have played better than this. They have the ability to play better than this, right? Anyways, massive congratulations to Paris Saint-Germain. I think they deserve it. On the night, they deserve it. I'm gutted. I feel bad. I feel sad because I really wanted Arsenal to win the Champions League, right? It would have been a wonderful way to end the season, right? As I'm planning my father's memorial, I would have just, used the whole Champions League, Premier League, and, talk about the whole memorial. But it's all good. They are still champions of England, and that is a very, very massive, win for them. But who knows the next time they'll get to a Champions League final again? Who knows the next time they'll have this kind of opportunity again, right? It was a poor penalty from Eberechi, poor penalty from Gabriel. I don't even know why Gabriel, is stepping up for the last penalty kick, a crucial penalty kick like that. Why are you the fifth penalty taker? Why are you the fifth? You are not a penalty specialist. I've never seen Gabriel take a penalty before. So why are you stepping up for the fifth penalty? Where are all the attacking players? Where all of them did? Where is Martinelli? Right? Where are all the attacking players that should have stepped up to take a penalty? Because I know that in training, the people who do, shooting drills are the attacking players, the midfielders and the attackers. And penalties are usually better taken, with the specialists. If you're going into a penalty shootout, you should be going to a penalty shootout with your penalty takers, your specialists. Right? Your first 5 penalty takers should be good penalty takers who are specialists. I know that, yes, it's a pressure thing. You can miss a penalty. Anybody can miss a penalty. But I was surprised seeing the defender stepping up for that 5th penalty. I was surprised. But it is what it is, right? So, kudos to Paris Saint-Germain once again. I feel bad. I feel down. I feel sad. Right? I will not pretend as if, come on, like, touch me. If you see the videos, if you even saw me at the stadium today, you could not say it didn't really, really touch me. My spirit is down, right? Because I really supported Arsenal today. I really wanted Arsenal to win the Champions League. So, it is what it is.